My name is Robert Dawson. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. In the exhibition next door, there's a model I've made for a structure for a piece of public art proposed for Stoke-on-Trent. And some of my work with ceramics explores ideas around perspective. And specifically perspective in art. And the people like Picasso and Braque and the Cubists were very correct and strongly distrusting perspective in art. One of the reasons, just one of the reasons, there's lots of reasons, but one of the reasons is that it's a deception. It's totally about fakery. But we are all happy to, we actually know we're being deceived, and we're happy to go along with the deception. When we look at a painting, we know it's a flat surface, but we like to believe that it's objects in a three-dimensional world going off into the distance. So I play with this perspective, but I often apply it back into shapes in the real world. In our three-dimensional world, we're actually four-dimensional world, and this is a bone china, standard bone china dinner plate. Just a 10.5-inch dinner plate, and as you can see, that the decoration, which is normally in one position, has been sort of shifted. Each one of these little squares is a 6-inch ceramic tile. So this is a flat panel of ceramic tiles on which there's been printed some ornate Portuguese tiles. This is a tiled room. Sometimes I need to explain this when it's a photograph and not the real thing. Like, this is an inside corner of the room here. And in this inside corner, I've put some ornate corners that are describing an outside corner, like that. So there's a contradiction. This is using more ideas around perspective. This is sort of Chinese perspective, which has I think it's called oblique projection. So it has it introduces a multi-stability. The cubes can either be going in or out in your mind. So this is a drawing for my plan for the Stoke-on-Trent public art structure, and these squares, they represent single tiles. So these square tiles have over them printed a drawing of brickwork, a perspectival drawing of brickwork. But then the shape of this wall, this will be a vertical wall, but it won't be a rectangular wall. It will be cut in accordance with the illusionary bricks. So the real tiles are cut where they should obey the edge of the illusionary brick wall. And this is my model of the structure. So this, it's three walls at right angles to each other, and in each wall there's an arch. And these walls are completely vertical, even though they perhaps don't look it. And you can see the tiles are obeying their proper reality of of being obediently square and grid-like in the real world, and then the drawings of bricks are sort of playing against that. And so the drawings of bricks describe an outside corner of the structure. And then this is the other side of the structure. They're exactly the same drawings of bricks, but they describe something completely different, because now the bricks are like here are an outside corner, and their illusion's also on an outside corner, so they all sort of enhance each other. And this is another view of the structure from one, and this is another view. Now this structure is I intend it to be is quite small. It's about 2.8 meters high, and it could envisage it perhaps going in a park, and then children could play around it, and then the small children might seem to be bigger than they really are, and tall children seem smaller than they really are. So my idea is it to be this size, but it could be a lot bigger. But they said there's only perhaps £30,000 for this, to build this thing, and in fact I don't think £30,000 would go very far. And it's a great shame that guy Tom, I think he's disappeared, but I wish he was still here, so then I could try selling this thing I've made. But anyway, all the important people go off. I suppose they're busy. And so if there was more money, this could be a great deal bigger. It could be monumental. It could be like Stoke-on-Trent's Eiffel Tower or something. This just shows where I got that previous picture. This was a proposal for that same building, and it just shows how this wasn't allowed, because I have got fake bricks. These are thousands of little tiles on which I've printed fake bricks. But then I realized there's this people called CABE, and they sent a message along to the architect involved, and they said we couldn't do that with this building because they called it facadism, like, and they said it was like a Disneyfication of the building. It was reminiscent of fake brick wallpaper, and so, and the architect was upset. He said, "Look what you've done to my building," and but. Anyway, it's because this project failed that made me want to make that thing with fake bricks. And anyway, that's what brought to mind. And then if I can't do it on someone else's structure, I have to build my own structure. This is, just to finish off, this is a piece I made a while back. It's the studio potters are they love crazing sometimes, so this is like a photograph of crazing printed onto a ceramic dinner plate in a global sort of view, and it's called Total Global Pottery. So yeah, that's about it.